Hello my friends, thanks for stopping by. Today I thought I would give you a recipe for a clean eating chocolate chip banana bread. I make probably one loaf of this a week. Lou absolutely loves it. If you get 12 slices out of it, it's about 190 calories per slice. Put a little bit of peanut butter on it, you got yourself a beautiful little snack. But anyway, I thought I would show you how I do it. I have my mixer set up here, all the ingredients we'll need already, so hopefully we can whiz through this very quickly. First of all, you're going to need 3 bananas, and they must have the spots on them. They must, because this makes them sweeter and takes the place of all the sugar you would normally put in a banana bread recipe. So I'm just going to break it up. Make sure, these are pretty medium-sized bananas. But I always use 3, no matter what the banana size is, I use 3 bananas. So I'm going to just turn the mixer on a little bit to smash those up. You want to make them kind of like their baby food. So while this mixes up, and it won't take long because they're very ripe, so they mush up like baby food quickly. And I will just stop it and show you what you would look for. If I can work. You see how that is on there? Okay, just like baby food. Really, you just think, would I feed that to my child that has no teeth? All right, to this, we are going to add our wet ingredients. I start with my 2 egg whites. I just took the egg yolks out. 2 egg whites go in. And then we're going to put a 1/4 cup of unsweetened applesauce in here. Just tap it in there. From there we are going to go on to a 1/2 cup of raw honey. I always use raw honey. And I spray the measuring cup with a little bit of oil so that the honey all comes out easily. If not, I just go ahead and scrape it all out because you want to make sure you have all the sweetness so that it tastes good. Honey and the bananas. Honey's a little healthier, and the bananas add a lot of sweetness to it, so you don't have to add all the sugars. All right, our next step is going to be a 1/4 cup of coconut oil. Now, if you live in warm climates, your coconut oil will already be liquid for you. For me, it's not, so I set this big bowl of coconut oil in hot water, and then I have a 1/4 cup, and I will just put it in there and get my 1/4 cup of coconut oil. I like coconut oil. It gives a rich, creamy flavor, almost like you added butter to something. So anytime I replace an oil in baking, I use coconut oil when I want to cut down on butters and such, you know. All right, so we've got all of our liquid in the bowl. We are going to blend it up. While that's blending, I have 1½ cups of whole wheat flour. I have also used sprouted whole wheat grain for this recipe, and I have also used whole wheat pastry flour for this recipe. All 3 work well. But today I'm using 100% whole wheat flour in the bowl. To it I'm going to add a 1 1/4 teaspoon of baking powder. Make sure it's aluminum free. Baking soda is a 1/2 teaspoon. Recipe will be underneath. 1 tablespoon of cinnamon. Then we're going to put a pinch of salt I already put in here. I'm going to add 1 tablespoon of ground up flax seeds. I grind mine fresh in a little coffee maker. And then I'm going to save my chocolate chips and my sunflower seeds for a minute. I'm going to take a whisk, and I'm just going to whisk this up so that all of the ingredients are blended well. Okay, so there we have all of our dry ingredients. Our wet ingredients are ready to go. It just is a big soupy mixture. So I'm going to pour my dry ingredients right in. No need to do it in small doses. It's such a small batch. So I'm just going to set that in there, and I'm going to incorporate this on low. Then I'm going to turn it up to a medium just to incorporate. You don't want to over mix anything because then you get it really kind of dense. You want it to be nice. So I'm going to then take my spatula, and I'm going to run it along the sides to get all the flour down. This is a very quick recipe. I make it all the time. Sometimes when I realize, oh, I'm out, because I put a piece of this in Lou's lunch every single day, and then he will also have it sometimes as a dessert snack at night. Louie's a snacker. That's okay. We love snackers too, don't we? And if he's snacking on my healthy goods, I don't really mind much. I like to just keep them nice and healthy. Okay, so I'm going to just incorporate that a little bit more. Perfect. Now I'm going to take, now I use these, they may be hard to find. This is 100% cacao chips. And they look just like chocolate chips, but they have nothing in them but cacao. And they're gluten-free, no sugar added, nothing, no look at me, hyaluronic acid. No partially hydrogenated oils. I'm always thinking skincare, my friends. You could also buy the Enjoy Life, which are dairy, nut, and soy-free, gluten-free. I prefer to go this route because you don't have all the garbage that they put in the Toll House chocolate chips, even though they taste wonderful. So I'm just going to dump those in, and then here I have some plain, 2 tablespoons of plain, and that was a 1/3 cup of chocolate chips I add to it. Sometimes I add a half, it depends. Louis likes it. Lots of chocolate chips in it. This is just plain sunflower seeds, unsalted, raw, if you can get them raw. And I'm just going to put those in there for an extra little crunch. Just going to incorporate it a little bit. You don't have to do it a lot. Stop your mixer. You get yourself a 9x5 loaf pan. Your oven should be heating at 350 degrees. We are going to take this pan and I am going to spray it with coconut oil just so it doesn't stick. Get all the sides, the rim, top, everything. Spray it good. So that is all sprayed and ready to go. Excuse me. Okay, so now I'm just going to scrape all I can off the mixer, and we are just going to bring it over here. I'm going to take this off and put it in the sink. Okay, so now we have our mixture, which looks like this. And I am going to just give it a quick stir to make sure that all the flour is incorporated, and my sunflower seeds and so on. Okay, so we poured the batter into our pan, and now I'm just going to bake it for 45 minutes. That's it. Done. Quick, simple, easy. I think when you bake, if you get all of your ingredients together first, measure them out, put them in little bowls, and then you start your mixing. Because if you're mixing and say, oh, I forgot my eggs, you got to go back, get your eggs, it's mixing, it's over mixing. You just want to have everything prepared, and then bada bing, bada boom, you are ready to go. Okay, so this is going into a 350 oven for 45 minutes. I've never had to cook it for more or less. It comes out beautiful. I will show you the finished product when it's done. Okay, my friends, we're back. The banana bread is all done cooking. It took 45 minutes in a 350 degree oven. I have allowed it to cool down. It actually could cool down a little bit more, but I have to get on with my day here, so I'm going to go ahead and cut a piece off. Now, it makes 12 servings. If you do the 12 servings, it's about 190 calories. So I'm going to cut what would be a slice. And if you have a cooling rack, like I have, you can just go ahead and cut in between the blades, and you'll get even pieces. Okay, so this is what our banana bread looks like. You can see that there are little chunks of banana. I've got my sunflower seeds, my cacao, chocolate chips, whatever you want to use. So now to make this a beautiful snack for Louie and for myself, I don't know, many of you have probably heard of the powdered peanut butterers. They are excellent as far as making a very low-fat peanut butter. There are many brands. There's PB2, and they have a chocolate and a regular peanut butter. There are no additives to this. It's all natural, and it has, if you mix it up the way they say, which is 2 tablespoons of the dry powder to 1 tablespoon to 1.5 tablespoon of liquid, you are looking at 45 calories, 1.5% fat with this one. And then this one here, you can find this really big one at BJ's and Sam's. Mostly BJ's I find it at, for the same price I paid for this. So this was like, well, this is a little bit less. This was like $11 for this small at my health food store, and I think it was like $12 or $13 for triple the amount for there. So You can add this with water. I like to add it with my milks. I'm going to use cashew milk with this one because that's what I have opened. So I've taken 2 tablespoons of the powder, and now I'm going to take about 1 tablespoon to start of the cashew milk. So let me just get that out for you. I'm going to put that in there. Usually you need a little bit more. Now I take it just in a little ramekin, and I take a knife and I just slowly stir it around until it starts to, you know, join together, and then I really whip it like it's a peanut butter. And look at that, my friends. Look at that. Now if you like it a little thinner, you go right ahead. This is like peanut butter. I'm telling you, that's what it is. It's peanut butter without the fat. So then I will take that. Now remember, this is 45 calories. My snacks can go anywhere from 200 to 250 calories. And I'm just going to spread it onto the bread. And you have a beautiful slice of clean eating banana bread with peanut butter. That is fabulous. And I make sure to get it all up because it's only 45 calories with only 1.5 grams of fat. And I am telling you, this is just a special treat. So let's go ahead and taste it. Look at that. Look at that gooiness. Beautiful. Mmm. Mmm. It is so good. Mmm. You can't go wrong with clean eating. You just can't. You eat clean, you live clean. This is a perfect example of being able to enjoy banana bread with chocolate chips and peanut butter. We just have to be smarter. Now, of course, my regular banana bread blows this away because it tastes totally different. But I have no complaints when it comes to this, nor does Louie. Love it. So I hope you give it a try. The recipe will be underneath the video. You can use any powdered peanut butter you choose. Totally up to you. They're both very good. I tend to lean towards this one a little bit. They can be a little salty, but I've gotten used to that. Actually, the salt and its sodium, it has 70 milligrams of sodium. And this one here has 70 milligrams, but it has no cholesterol, no trans fat. It only has 3 sugars. This one only has 2 sugars, and it has 5 grams of protein. So I just think this is a fabulous way to go. So go ahead and try to make a clean eating banana bread. You want to try some clean eating peanut butter, you go for it. Let me know if you've already tried these powders and what you think. If there's a brand that I don't have here that you think is much better, give it a shout. Thanks for stopping by. Don't forget, subscribe. We're anti-aging here. Be happy, be healthy, be beautiful, and most of all, my friends, be lovable. I love you all. Bisous.